Hello internets, my name is Cody Armour. It is Friday, which means that I will be answering, or replying I guess, to your guys' comments from the comment section of my last two videos. So first of all, let's talk about Tuesday's video. We talked about a couple things. For instance, a Swedish church is dropping Bibles on ISIS territory using drones. And I love this response here. I hope that they are dropping soft copies because ouch. And then secondly, it kind of became the question of the day. We talked about a movie called Priceless, which is about human trafficking. The question of the day became, what is your favorite Christian movie? I'm going to start with Hayden Cockrell's comment because there's something that I didn't catch at all. I even mentioned in the video itself that they were having music from King & Country in the movie, and I had no idea that one of the singers from the band was actually the lead actor in the movie. Something I definitely probably should have picked up on. But her favorite Christian movie is the movie Risen, which I think came out just last year. I remember watching it pretty recently, and it was great. And then going back to Disciple of Jesus, they have quite the Christian library, a bunch of movies that you should check out. Also from Christian makers, but also secular makers as well that just have Christian values. Shane says that Ben-Hur, the original, is his favorite movie, and I can't wait for the new one to come out. I'm pretty excited about that. The Apostle, which I have not heard of, they said it's dark and gritty, so I'm kind of interested. I might have to check it out. Greatest Loser Ever said Bless the Child, which again, I know nothing about. And then finally, Author Playing Games, since they've only seen kind of the mainstream ones. That's weird to say, mainstream Christian movies, but apparently it's a thing. God's Not Dead and Do You Believe. I haven't seen Do You Believe, so I can't really say anything on that, but there are better Christian movies out there than God's Not Dead, I promise you. I was just not a fan of that movie. And then going on to Thursday's video, we also kind of talked about a movie, and there's only one comment about it, so I'm just going to share that as a nice segue, except that I didn't make it a nice segue. The Chronicles of Narnia are being rebooted, and so SOG True Believers said if they ruin the Silver Chair, which is the movie that they're making, I will be displeased. Which, yes, me too. I'm a fan of them. I think they should be able to do a pretty good job with it. Here's hoping. And then we also talked about politics in the church. Should church leaders be preaching politics to their congregation? And they're right next to each other. I have two different sides of the spectrum. But before I deliver these comments, I do want to say that I appreciate that both of them gave a little bit of room. For instance, Brave Grey Knight saying that he believes that politics have little place on the pulpit, instead of saying, like, no place in the pulpit. Saying that the purpose of a pastor is to lead people to Jesus and teach them about Jesus, not try to sway them one way or another when it comes to politics. And then Jinx saying, I like politics in church, it just shouldn't be all the time. And then It's Really Real saying, yeah, I think that maybe they should be talking about politics, but it shouldn't be a this side or that side situation, which I totally agree with. I think it's really easy for a pastor to preach a side, Republican or Democrat. I really think that we need to stop thinking in a binary way. I think instead of trying to sway people one way or another, we need to talk about, what does the Bible say about economic and social issues? And then the biggest emphasis needs to be on that it doesn't really matter. In the end, God rules, not your president. I think when we vote as Christians, we need to have the mindset of how can we help the most people with our vote? What is the most loving choice? And I know you probably have someone in mind immediately when I say that, but you think about both candidates. It's really a toss-up. And it's obviously a thin line because even in saying that, I'm already kind of promoting Gary Johnson indirectly without trying to. And I'll be real, even though I'm a libertarian, I mean, Gary Johnson has his problems too. So I don't know if I really have an answer. I think vote for whoever you think is going to be the most loving vote you could make, and then remember that God is in control. In the end, He reigns, and that is what you really need to be following. That's where we're going to end the video in a very confusing rant that I don't even know what I was trying to say. So yeah. I'll see you guys on Tuesday or Thursday with the Christian News Show. Also remember that on Mondays at facebook.com/geeksofthegrace, I am live at 1:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every single week, and that's always really exciting. Also, I haven't really announced this anywhere, but I will be at PAX, so PAX West. That's exciting. We might see you there. If you're in Seattle. I don't know. Anyways, love you guys. God bless.